Well, pleasant good evening from the Miracle on Sullivan. I'm Larry Brasfield with my friend Rich Hazlett, and this is TV 17's Game of the Week. We're in round 2 of the IHSA playoffs. And Rich, as far as Aurora Christian goes, kind of a rough regular season. Happy to see the second season here in the playoffs?
I'm sure they are. Rough season with a lot of injuries. They play in a really tough conference, the Suburban Christian Blue Conference. Every team made the playoffs this season. They went through the gauntlet there, giving up 49, 48, and I think they're glad to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, and there's history between these two teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, the big Aurora Christian played a lot of teams in the Big Northern. This will be the third time they faced Oregon. The first outing, it was a very close game where Aurora Christian pulled it out in the end. Went on to win the state finals that year. In 2011, they played them in the second round. Kind of a little more of a Aurora Christian-sided game. But I'm sure Oregon's going to be wanting to pull this one out tonight.
Yeah, they're coming in off a 2-point conversion with 9 seconds to go to get them here, so they're riding an emotional high. It's high school playoff football. Anything can happen. So keep it right here. We'll be back with the kick after this here on TV 17.
Kierhopper Sports in Aurora has the best selection of sporting goods in the Fox Valley. Just name the sport and they have the gear. From baseball bats and baseball gloves to running shoes, as well as a wide assortment of sweats. We have jerseys of all your favorite teams, including the White Sox, the Cubs, the Blackhawks, the Bulls, and yes, we also have lots of Bear and Packer items too. Plus, we carry apparel from all of our local high schools. That's Kierhopper Sports on Galena Boulevard in Aurora.
Get ready for the fall hunting season by stopping in at JR Shooting Sports.
Stay warm when you're out on the hunt by choosing from a wide assortment of hunting apparel. JR also has a huge selection of guns for the hunt, as well as sports optics. And don't forget to stock up on ammunition because JR Shooting Sports is your fall hunting headquarters.
We're located on Oakhurst Drive in Aurora. And visit us on the web and on Facebook.
Welcome, sports fans. High school football at its finest. Playoffs. The Oregon Hawks come in, visiting the Aurora Christian Eagles. Oregon will be receiving in the north end zone. And we are underway. Kick fielded off the bounce at the 20 by one of the upbacks. Good coverage there by the Eagles. So, Rich, we know that Oregon runs that wing T offense. Defensively, what are the Eagles going to do to combat that?
Well, the Eagles are going to have to man defense. So what they'll do is they'll pick a guy, and that's their guy the whole game. And it'll just be, you'll see a lot of bodies on the ground. That's how you stop the wing T.
A lot of motion, misdirection, and you're right, that one-on-one matchup is the best way to defend it. Give to the second back, threw off the left tackle, picks up a few.
I think Oregon's best bet tonight is going to be to keep the ball out of Aurora Christian's hands. I mean, that's going to be their best defense. Grind the clock and try to run them down.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because two starkly different offensive approaches. When you go to the wing T, old traditional offense that Oregon employs, and then the wide open flying high eagle offense. 2nd and 5 from the 32. Again, the give to the second back. Nothing doing there.
I think the Eagles' goal is going to probably get them to be 3rd and long, and then because they're on the wing T, you're only going to get 2 to 3, 5 yards to a clip. If you don't get that, then you end up being 3rd and long. You're not going to get a first down.
You have to love the atmosphere of high school playoff football. We can barely hear each other, but that's okay. 15, Tyler Blum, the quarterback, far off the left side. Big gain out across midfield. Boy, he had a hole.
Well, that's the deception. He kind of hide in behind those tackles, bounce out when you can, and then get down the sidelines. If you don't know where the ball is, it's hard to make the tackle. I was expecting maybe they would suck everybody in and try to throw a blooper over there, but that was well executed.
The Hawks have a stable of running backs, but I believe Nick Newman, number 24, is their leading carrier. Second man through.
35,
Sawyer Reynolds on the carry.
Number 9 on that stop. It'll be second down for the Hawks.
You know, and you're exactly right, Rich. When you talk about that misdirection, it just causes split-second hesitations that gives guys creases to run through.
Well, and you know, defenses nowadays are so fast, they want to move, but when you play a team like this where there's misdirection, you got to stay home. You got to wait it out and try to find that ball.
2nd and 6, give to the fullback. We'll bring 3rd and short. And you'll see them pounding that fullback. That is the primary function of this offense. If that fullback is going, it's a long day for the defense.
Well, at 200 pounds, yeah. And it looks like on that play, they had their lineman just chop block. They run him up over the top, almost, you know, stepping on his back, so the lineman to get that extra yardage.
Traditional T formation. It's number 31, Ashton Rutherford on the carry, just short of the first down.
Ashton Rutherford on the carry.
This is going to be, you know, this is 4-down territory in high school football. They're going to, my guess is they're going to try to lure him off with a quick count or a long count, or just grind it out.
Well, and they came out with the old traditional T formation there rather than the wing T.
Well, you get that T, you get that extra blocker in the mix.
Reynolds off the left tackle picks up the first down, and the Hawks are rolling.
First down, number 12, MJ Zepedian on the top.
Rich, we had talked in the open about a number of the injuries that kind of really hurt through the season. Now, do we have most of those starters back? I know
there's a few key ones. Jackson Carpenter re-injured his shoulder last week. He won't be in. He was one of their key linebackers. But Austin Bray is back, which kind of was, you know, not the guy you want out during the gauntlet of going through the Suburban Christian Conference, but he's back, so we should see the ball aired out a little bit tonight. The squeaky wheel they had going on last week will probably be a little smoother. It's a good drive for Oregon to start out the game.
The pitches to Newman. You know, and they're getting a good surge from the guys up front when they're consistently picking up 3-4 yards per carry. Coach loves that.
Yeah, I'll just say that I think Aurora Christian loves that too, because they like to pride themselves on tough defense in tight spots. Last week against Immaculate Conception, IC had the ball on the 4-yard line, 4th and 1, and Walgren intercepted and took a 98 yards for a touchdown.
So give to the second man through, hit hard, short of the first down. Number 12, Garrett Rude for his first carry on the night.
Nathan Wells on that original hit.
A big 4th and 2 coming at us.
Oh, they got the wishbone.
And that's an illegal procedure
Yes,
that was not called. I don't see a flag. How'd they miss that?
They got away with one, I think.
Wow.
Well, that happens. You know, these are
Walgren on that stop.
They're not NFL officials, so that's going to happen.
For the Hawks.
It's all part of the game in high school. You know, sometimes you get that extra play.
But clearly he was in motion towards the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was going to shift to the wingback position and then snap the ball, and he almost put his hands up like, oh, gee, you got me.
Yeah, well, and it got to wonder, was he going to sneak out to try to get a pass?
Give to the fullback, through to the secondary.
Oregon's looking really strong on this drive. They just, the big concern I would have is, for Oregon's standpoint, is, you know, these long drives take a lot of time off the clock, and if Aurora Christian, you know, tallies back with a quick score, that it's going to be tough for them to just keep grinding out at that pace.
Well, you'll see a lot of gives to the fullback on the first couple series, because that sets up the misdirection that we were talking about earlier. There it is again. Boy, and that Hawk offensive line really getting a surge.
Taken down there by number 62, Nathan Wells. Third down for the Hawks.
It's going to be, now this has got to be what, the third or fourth, third and short that they've had? We've got 2 fourth and shorts.
Well, they're making positive gains on every play.
Yeah. They're not backing down, that's for sure.
3rd and 1 from the Aurora Christian 7. That's Rutherford. The pile is still driving.
35, Sawyer Reynolds on the carry.
He's clearly got the first.
By host of Eagle players. First down, first and goal for the Hawks of Oregon.
So not only have the Oregon Hawks marched all the way down to the 6-yard line, they've taken 7 minutes off the clock here so far with this opening possession.
Yep. Quite the atmosphere, or you can hear the Oregon fans cheering them on. The Aurora Christian fans are cheering on them.
Garrett Rude hitting the backfield. Best penetration we've seen so far from the Eagle defensive line.
Along with number 60, Daniel Brown.
Looks like Aurora Christian tightened in with their cornerbacks, and they sent him. That was the Legend Smith, number 44, from the outside.
Back to the wishbone. Blum with the pitch to Newman. They're spreading it out. Second effort gets him inside the 5, down to about the 3.
Rude on that carry. Brandon Waldron in on that stop. It'll be 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from the 3, and that, you know, you mentioned bringing up the cornerbacks. Good strategy, because you cannot blitz a linebacker. More than likely, he'll blitz himself out of position.
Right. Yeah, that's the trouble with the wing T, is you got to be disciplined. They want you to blitz. That way, like you said, you're going to be out of spot, and then you're going to get a big gain.
Newman hit hard. And the Hawks will be looking at 4th and goal, and I doubt they're even thinking about kicking it.
No, you can't. It's, in high school football, there's so much emotion in the game that's almost, you drive that far and come away with 3, it kind of deflates you as a team. So
pretty significant crosswind as well that will be a factor at some point when we finally see the ball in the air. 4th and goal from the 2. To the air they go. The pop pass is complete for a touchdown.
Touchdown Hawks.
You know, what a great call. They pounded, 15 consecutive runs, sucked them in, and the tight end was there.
Yep. Well, that's the most deadly play. You see it at every level. If you run that tight end pop pass quickly and fast, you're not going to cover it.
Right. Linebacker doesn't have time to get the angle.
And the extra point is up.
Well, it's so fast. The linebacker's still reading the back, so he's not even paying attention to the tight end.
So the point after is good. The Hawks are up by 7. Eagles will get the ball next after this on TV 17.
20 years, Peg's on Main Street in Maple Park has provided quality professional hair care for the entire family. Peg and her staff keep up on the latest fashion trends for adults and children. She also carries a wide variety of hair care products for your convenience. And when they're finished pampering your hair, you can walk over and browse around the fantastic on-site gift shop. Stop in anytime at Peg's on Main in downtown Maple Park or give them a call at 815-827-3051.
If you're looking for authentic Mexican food in Elburn, then you need to stop in at Chico's Cantina. Chico's has a wide selection of tacos, burritos, nachos, tortas, and many other Mexican favorites. You can take out or eat in at our colorful dining area, and if you're thirsty, Chico's carries a great selection of your favorite beverages. So whether it's lunch or dinner, head over to Chico's Cantina at 107 Valley Drive in Elburn.
Welcome back. The Oregon Hawks marched in impressive fashion, culminating with a 2-yard touchdown pass. They're out to a 7-0 lead. Noah Haggerty deep to receive the kick. Pooch kick, fielded on the fly at the 32. And the Eagles will have good field position at the 40-yard line.
Justin Baird on the kickoff return. The Eagles take over.
Rich, we were talking about a little bit of the gamesmanship. It looks like they were really thinking about the onside kick, and Aurora Christian was actually setting up to defend it.
Well, you know, if you're facing a high-powered offense, the best defense is to keep the ball out of their hands. So, you know, I was thinking it might have been an onside kick. They did, you know, pooch kick to get it out of the fast running back's hands, and you know, so we'll see what happens.
So the polar opposite of the wing T is a no-back 5-receiver set. Austin Bray to the air, complete. It's Brandon Walgren.
Austin Bray pass complete to number 3, Brandon Walgren. That's enough yardage for an Aurora Christian. First down.
I'm noticing a couple signals via signs, the assistant coaches on the sideline.
Yeah, now that's the first I've seen it. So I actually saw that in one of the college games a couple years ago when I think it was Army or Navy used those symbols on the sidelines as well. It's probably just a quick way to get the plays in. They got four wide, ace backfield.
Gives Legend off tackle right through to the secondary, but there's a flag down at the 45-yard line.
They're going to call a hold on that one. But that's another part of the spread offense. You know, you start to cover mans and you widen out your defense. Now you've got a really powerful, you know, good runner in the backfield. He gets the ball and he breaks through one of the seams and whoosh, he's gone.
Wow, and the flag is waved off.
I think they might have thought that was an illegal chop block, but then called it off because he was in the box.
Well, and you know what? Clearly Oregon was the beneficiary of a no-call break on their opening drive. Nice to see the Eagles getting one back here. Continuing their offensive momentum, quite a different pace than what we were seeing from Oregon. Receivers are tighter, but with the ace formation once again, Bray's going to pass to the right sideline. Good hands reception there.
You're right. It's a much different offense. You know, Oregon had a great drive. They went from probably the 25 down and scored. Ran about 13 minutes off the clock, 12 minutes off the clock, and now we're watching Aurora Christian just boom, 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 boom. In about a minute, they went down about 30 yards, 40 yards. It's both exciting football styles, just much different time usage, and it's going to be a battle.
Trips left, quick hitter, Noah Haggerty.
Screen.
Number 2, Noah Haggerty.
Well executed.
Well, that's the other thing. You know, Aurora Christian plays in that Suburban Christian Conference. You know, there's teams like Montini. Montini will be going, you know, if they make it all the way this year, 4th year in a row or 5th year in a row, they all run this spread offense. You've got to know what you're doing defensively and offensively to be able to compete at that level.
Offset I right formation. Pitches to Legend. He's got a block. down inside the 5, hit hard. But the Eagles will have first and goal.
Well, that's definitely not typical for Aurora Christian to run a option play.
I was going to ask, it's the first time I've seen it in some time. Looks like we've got an injured Hawk down on the play. Thought we might have a timeout, and we will.
Great Clips is now open in Sugar Grove. And to celebrate our grand opening, you can get a haircut, any haircut, for under $5. Great haircuts are just the beginning. Our trained licensed stylists also do perms, cuts, and the latest styles for men and women. We also sell a wide variety of hair care products as well. Walk-ins are always welcome. And now you can use our online check-in app to avoid wait time. We're open 9 till 9 Monday through Friday, Saturdays from 8 a.m. till 7 p.m., and Sundays from 9 till 5. Great Clips is conveniently located across Route 47 from Jewel. Stop in today.
Trailing by 7 with under a minute here in the first quarter, the Eagles have first and goal from the Oregon 3-yard line. Bray on the roll left. He's just going to run. Untouched. Touchdown, Eagles.
Yeah, that's a tough call. You remember 2 years ago they had Anthony Matty back there, and it was almost unfair for a lot of teams because when they go that spread, someone had to be dedicated to the quarterback. I think they kind of got caught Oregon sleeping there. No one was manning up on Austin, and it made an easy play for him.
You're exactly right. Nobody spied the quarterback.
Austin's not known as a running quarterback. He's more of a pocket passer, but obviously, he can run. You have to respect it.
It was there for the taking. He took it, and we are tied at 7. Back with the kick after this on TV 17.
A&E Vacuum is the Fox Valley's exclusive Dyson Factory Authorized Sales and Service Center. That includes Dyson Warranty Center pricing on Dyson vacuums and parts. A&E also has low price guarantees on other brands such as Miele, Sebo, Riccar, Hoover, and Dirt Double vacuums, as well as Dyson. We also service what we sell with Dyson Clean and Repair as low as $49 plus parts if necessary. Don't forget, we also carry a wide variety of accessories too. A&E Vacuum is located in Aurora at 2124 Galena Boulevard.
Hi, I'm Nick Bumble with Nick's Furniture in Sugar Grove, where if you shop Nick's, you save money. I have quality furniture, exceptional value, and fast delivery. Right now, I have sofa love seat sets for $9.99. They're handcrafted quality, American-made, and you can choose from tons of fabric. My showroom is packed with these top-quality sofa and love seat sets for $9.99. Nick's Furniture is located at 760 Heartland Drive in the business park across from Waubonsie Community College in Sugar Grove. Online at shopnicksfurniture.com. Shop Nick's, save money.
Tied at 7. 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Line drive kick, bouncing, fielding at the 20. Garrett Rude with a nice return, made the first man miss all the way out to the 40.
Number 12, Garrett Rude, taken down there by number 85, Gerald Marrero.
Quite an interesting first quarter. Yeah, both teams scoring. One team using up about 8-9 minutes, and the other one about a minute and a half.
I think, actually Oregon took at least 10, and then Aurora Christian took about a minute and a half. It'll be time for a few more snaps, just 34 seconds on the clock. Pitch right, defended well, gain of just 2.
Well, if this continues, it's almost going to be a matter of which team has the better legs. Aurora Christian's defense or Oregon's offense, because when you get down to it, sometimes these high school games go down to conditioning, and who's the better conditioned team.
Well, and a couple other variables there are mistakes, turnovers. The Hawks let the clock run out. We'll turn it around and bring you the second quarter in a moment here on TV 17.
West Physical Therapy is the place to go if you have a sports injury, neck and back pain, concussion, headaches, or sprains. Treatment at West PT is focused on your needs. Our experienced manual physical therapists spend at least 45 minutes one-on-one with each patient. We take the time to care and the time to listen to you to give you the time to heal. Discover the West Physical Therapy difference: convenient hours, locations, and easy scheduling. We have 2 nearby facilities to serve you, on Kesslinger Road in Geneva and on Main Street in Sugar Grove. Call us anytime or visit our website, westphysicaltherapy.com.
Here to start the second quarter, the Hawks come quickly to the line.
Still in the wing tee.
Give to the fullback, off tackle right. Gonna be looking at 3rd and 5.
Now this I think is where they want them defensively. Aurora Christian wants them in the 3rd and long. But the last 2 times they were in this 3rd and long, they came out with a really deceptive, they get that backside wing coming into the mix and get outside on them.
From the 43, wishbone formation, pitch right. Picks up a few, but he will be short of the first down. It's going to be interesting to see if they decide to go for it here.
Yeah, you know, on one hand, you really want to, again, keep the ball in Aurora Christian's hands. But on the second hand, you really got to score every time when you have the ball. And it's not 3rd and short this time. It's 3rd and about 3.
And Oregon is going to be going for it. 4th and 2. Wing right. Motion. Timeout, Oregon. We'll take one as well.
Whether you're looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the place to go is Brianna's Pancake Cafe in Auburn. Their all-day menu includes everything from Belgian waffles to many lunch and dinner specialties, but remember, breakfast is served all day long. So, join your friends at Brianna's Pancake Cafe in Auburn at 151 East Route 38. Stop in today.
The Oregon Hawks have yet another key 4th down, 4th and 2. Pitch left, that's Newman, tackled in the backfield.
Well, Oregon went for a big gamble. They didn't go their way. Aurora Christian swarmed on them and got him on the outside. It almost looked like there was a fumble, but the official caught him down.
Great job of stringing it out, and he got support from the secondary.
Well, when you come with the wing tee, you know, he kind of like the corners can give and take, and if they think it's going to be a run, they're gonna kind of zone in on it and fly to the ball.
Yeah, they don't go wide that often. Austin back to pass with time complete. Across the 30, down the sideline, touchdown, Eagles! One play, 45 yards. Oh my!
That was a nice, he just ran a real quick short out, 10-yard out. They had him man-to-man, and the downside of man-to-man, if you don't make that tackle, that guy's gone.
It all started with the defensive stop on the 4th and 2.
High school football is very emotional, and you start to get the momentum going in your direction. It's hard not to capitalize on it.
Austin Bray does a great job of getting the spot down after he mishandled the snap initially. Eagles 14, Hawks 7.
Insurance of Illinois in Sugar Grove is the place to go for all of your insurance needs. Let Vic Chrissy show you how he can save you money on your auto insurance, home insurance, business insurance, as well as on your toys, like your boat or your motorcycle. Vic is an independent agent representing a number of companies, including Travelers, AAA, and Progressive. He will find you the lowest rates. For more information, check out his website, insuranceofil.com, or give him a call at 630-466-4411.
Stop in for a quote, and Vic will give you a free $25 Restaurant.com gift card.
If you like pizza, TV17 Coupons has some great deals. How about $20 worth of menu items from Pisano's Pizza in Elburn for $10, or a large cheese pizza with 3 toppings, a $20 value for $10 from Genoa's Pizza in Sugar Grove. Save money. Use TV17 coupons.
Brandon Walgren, 45-yard touchdown reception, puts the Eagles up by 7. Here comes the kick, a high placement kick towards the sideline.
We're gonna have a penalty. I'm gonna say it's probably an offsides.
Penalty play.
Yep. Encroachment.
Yep.
ACS.
Offside.
Now that was quite interesting. They spotted on the hash to kick from it, and they did a really high kick and tried to run under it. I think in against Wheaton St. Francis, they did that same play, and the kid actually caught it on the fly. But unfortunately, that's a penalty in high school football. But it looks like that was what they were trying to set up here.
You're saying that the kicking team cannot catch the ball in the air?
Correct. The ball has to hit the ground, and then they can make a play on it. And they're set up in the same formation. They're going to try it again.
From the 35, a higher, deeper kick, fielded at the 15. Up the left side, makes the first 2 guys miss. Tackled at the 39-yard line.
31, Ashton Rutherford, taken down by number 9, Trevor Hill.
They set a nice wall. Oregon set a nice wall. He took his time, waited for his blockers to engage, and he found a hole to get a nice return.
Here come the Hawks. Give to the wing back, hit at the line of scrimmage, virtually no gain. 4 or 5 different Eagle defenders on the play.
Number 35, Sawyer Reynolds.
It looks like defensively Aurora Christian settling in a little.
Well, you know, the wing tee, it's useful, but once the team figures it out, you have to have something else to go back to, or some alternative, because more of the same, this isn't going to work. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Oregon kind of try to suck them in and try to go to the air a little bit here. Which that can be quite dangerous, because when you pass with a team who's a passing team, you usually end up having a lot of interceptions.
Garrett Root on the carry.
Garrett Root out of the fullback position picks up 1. Oregon will be looking at 3rd and 8. I don't think they had anything more than 3rd and 5 in the first quarter drive that was so impressive.
I just gotta, not to bring it up again, but emotion. I mean, you got that big 4th and 2, and you don't get it. Oh, they're going deep.
Turns and throws, complete. Hit about a yard or 2 short of the first down marker by Legend Smith.
Now this is just about the same spot they were in just on the last series. It's 4th and about 2, right around the 48-yard line. I'm not sure what they're going to do this time. You punt it away.
It looks like a personnel change will signal a punt coming. Field position can be such a factor. Eagles don't even drop anybody back. High snap fielded.
Oh, not a very good punt either. But typically, I've seen in some of Aurora Christian's games, and they usually don't drop anybody back. I think the philosophy is bad things happen on punt returns. And so they just don't even put anybody back there. They take the yards wherever it goes, and they just start from there.
Didn't Don Beebe actually return punts? I know he returned kickoffs.
I'm not sure, but I've been at a number of games where they just don't drop anybody back. I think Noah Roberts maybe in 1 or 2 games has returned a few. He actually had 1 return for a touchdown, but typically they just don't return them.
Interesting. Another nice defensive stand for the Eagles gives them 1st and 10 from their own 37.
It looks like they're checking out to a play with the spread. They're down to about 10 seconds on the play clock.
Straight drop with time. Post pattern is open. Nice diving catch.
Pass complete to number 3, Brandon Waldron from Austin Bray.
Brandon Walgren's having a heck of a first half.
First down.
And Rich, he was wide open.
Well, and that's the thing. They were reading the defense. He saw he had him out there in a man-to-man zone. Bray faked like he was going to run a fade and then came back inside on the seam, and there was no free safety to come over and help. So, yeah, he's out there on an island. They got him in man-to-man. It's hard to cover.
What composure and presence by your quarterback to check off like he did. Delayed draw. Boy, that didn't even look like that was designed initially, almost like Austin was just trying to get rid of the ball.
No, it was a design play, but the Oregon wasn't falling for it. They closed from outside inside, and they were right there. Legend Smith got the handoff. He had no chance.
No, as soon as he got the ball, there were 2 defenders on him. Did a good job just hanging on to it. Loss of 5. But I'm surprised. We have not seen a shotgun formation yet tonight.
Well, I think that's the beauty of having a good running back. Aurora Christian is blessed this year to have a good running back in Legend Smith, who's got over 1,100 yards. You don't really need to go to shotgun. Then you've got that deception. Am I going to hand off? Am I going to throw the ball? And the defense doesn't. They're kind of you get that extra step on the defense. What are they going to do?
It does definitely make the keeps your linebackers honest defensively. Boston's pass intended for Walgren there fell short. You know, it was almost the exact opposite of the earlier play, to where it looked like he was throwing that seam and Brandon stayed going vertical.
Well, I think there was probably just a miscommunication.
Hodges Westside Truck Center is the place to go if you need a work truck for your business. Hodges offers a wide variety of trucks to meet your needs, and we have 2 locations to serve you in Marengo and in Elburn, and that's where you can browse around and find the right truck for you. We also service what we sell. We have an excellent parts and customer service department, and we also have a complete workshop to make the repairs you need to keep your truck on the road. Our Elburn facility is located on Main Street, just east of Route 47, and in Marengo, you can find Westside Truck Center on Route 20 Grant Highway near I-90.
I think Coach Beebe saw something he definitely wanted to talk to his team about. Facing 3rd and 15, Legend motions out of the backfield. Lateral pass, double pass, complete, touchdown! Touchdown, Eagle!
It's a Wildcat. That's a Walgren can throw the ball. He's been known to throw it before. Last week against Immaculate Conception, he threw a touchdown pass. They're going to use everything they can. It's a playoffs. It's one and done.
You know, the interesting thing about that is so many times you see that double pass, but usually it's towards the sideline. There they attack the middle of the field, but Felino was wide open. Another good spot by Bray.
Good by Trevor Hill.
And the Eagles extend their lead to 14, now leading 21-7. Back in a moment here on TV 17.
When it's time to choose a tractor, look for quality that stands the test of time. Reliability that can carry you through the tough times. Resale value you can bank on down the road. From one brand that's been working the land for more than 170 years, all backed by the finest dealer network around. John Deere. Nothing runs like a deer.
Hi, I'm Dave Gieske from Buck Brothers in Hampshire. We have 3 other locations to serve you: Harvard, Wakanda, and Libertyville.
The air is electric as the home Eagle fans celebrate a 14-point lead. Brandon Walgren to Mario Felino. Kickoff fielded at the 15. Another nice return up that left hash.
I would be surprised if they come back to that. If the Aurora Christian scores again, I doubt they're going to go with that hash. They keep setting it up on the hash, but they're just getting a really nice blocks and returning it. So I don't know if that's such a wise idea.
Is the 12th man in the house?
So the Oregon Hawks come to the line, 1st and 10 from their own 32. Fullback hit for a loss. 8 Eagle defenders are there.
It looks like they're just swarming on them. They're just swarming.
On that tackle, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, and let's say right now, what a great job by the Eagle defense to keep their composure, because they had to be rattled when Oregon came out. That opening drive took 10 minutes off the clock and virtually controlled the line of scrimmage, but now they're holding tough.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say they're rattled. You know, a lot of the games that they've played over the years, they go down to the fourth quarter. And, you know, a great defensive team can't, you know, be concerned about giving up a touchdown. They got to just come back out, play the defense, and be disciplined, and play 4 quarters.
Well, and that was exactly it. They did not get rattled. Yeah, and you know, especially you hear the saying with defensive backs, you have to have a short memory. you get burned. Hey, yep. you got to go back out on the next series and play even tougher. So now Oregon's really put themselves in a position with the 5-yard penalty, looking at 2nd and 17. That's Newman off the right end.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them to, when they get in those long distance, you know, plays. Now it's going to be like 3rd and 12. You know, they're going to want to start the pass, but again, you're playing a team that sees the pass all the time. So it's going to be tough for them to kind of get into that realm of the game.
Made it back to the original line of scrimmage. Now the Hawks look at 3rd and 10. Wing right formation. Blum back to pass. Flush from the pocket. Down the far sideline. Out of bounds. Incomplete.
I thought they were going to get a late hit on that one.
Number 43, Jacob Neal. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down for the Hawks. Great job, defense.
Tristan Withrow. And Jonah Walker with the defensive pressure there.
Walker was one of those players who was out for that gauntlet, and he came back last week in the second half of the IC game and really made his reappearance known, and it's right back at it this week.
Eagles have Brandon Walgren back to field. The punt makes his way back here to the near side across midfield. Gets a block, cuts it back, still on his feet inside the 20.
Wow, he got a nice block from one of his players looking upfield. Guy was closing on him, and he just really made a nice block.
Boy, I hope our sideline camera had a shot of that, because you're exactly right. And if you're one of those guys on the punt team, you dream about an angle when the other guy doesn't see you.
Yeah, he'll feel that one in the morning, I'm sure. And what good field position they're going to have.
It's time.
Tell you, if the Eagles can convert here, they will take firm control of this ball game. Just under 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Bray straight back. Batted down. Defender did a good job getting his hands up.
Yeah, that was a nice job of the ace back came in and filled the hole for the linebacker, but those defensive ends, yeah, they get their hands up like that. That's one way to stop that pass.
Number 51, Ryan Miller, 6'1", 205-pound defensive end. 2 receivers split to each side, eighth formation. Fake the pass, give the legend off the right guard, inside the 10, loses his helmet.
44, Legend Smith taking down that.
That was a hit.
Sure was.
Knocked his helmet off, but what a nice run too. That looked like that was that same play that they ran earlier with the draw. Looked like this time they didn't quite weren't as disciplined as they were last time.
Well, and they had thrown that quick hitter out to the receiver on the far left side a couple times, which effectively sets that up very well. Now the Eagles are looking at 3rd and 1 from the Oregon 8.
That's dangerous. They've got Walgren out there on an island with one-on-one coverage.
And that's where they're looking. Boy, not only was he on the island, but then he got that inside lane on that slant. Ball was just a little underthrown.
I think you talked about earlier that there's a pretty strong crosswind here. So that probably took a little bit out of, I don't know if it put the ball on a downward push or, because it didn't look like it was a very well thrown ball.
Pretty certain the thought of a field goal attempt never even entered Don Beebe's mind.
Well, you know, 4th and 1, what's the harm? If you don't get it, you've got Oregon pinned deep. You know, you're up by 14.
Give to Legend right up the middle, inside the 5, down to the 1.
Number 44.
They brought in Tristan Withrow, put him in at the fullback position. He had nice block up the middle, leading the way.
Now that's reminiscent of back in 08. They had a really big Peter Cariotis. They used to do the same thing. They'd bring him in to that. They called it Rhino, named after he was one of their down linemen who was about 300 pounds, and they would put him in that fullback spot. I haven't seen it in years though. They pulled them old plays out of the book.
Look at this, going for 2. I formation. Again, Legend up the middle. In for the score. Extending the lead to 22. I'm mistaken. That was the touchdown. I thought it was the extra point attempt.
You got me on that one. I thought it was the extra point, but that was the extra touchdown.
Wonder why the scoreboard wasn't moving. Why was Don going for 2 there? I was certain he was in on the play before.
Well, we're all human here. But what a nice play at the goal line. Just a straight dive right up. They've got him on their heels, thinking pass, and he pretty much walked into the end zone.
Your independent Allstate agent in Sugar Grove is David Weiss. David works for you to find the best rates on your home insurance, as well as your auto insurance. He's always looking for ways to help you save money. And so is his friendly, courteous staff. His office is conveniently located on Route 47 and Cross Street in Sugar Grove. Call him anytime at 630-466-7835.
20 years, Peg's on Main Street in Maple Park has provided quality professional hair care for the entire family. Peg and her staff keep up on the latest fashion trends for adults and children. She also carries a wide variety of hair care products for your convenience. And when they're finished pampering your hair, you can walk over and browse around the fantastic on-site gift shop. Stop in anytime at Peg's on Main in downtown Maple Park or give them a call at 815-827-3051.
Leading by 21. Aurora Christian Eagles taking control of this second round high school playoff game. The kick goes into the end zone for a touchback.
And that kick sails into the end zone.
Now Oregon's got an 80-yard field ahead of them with just under 3.5 minutes to go. This is going to be a very important possession for them, Rich.
Yes, you gotta put some points up on the board at this point in the game, because you know with that, for Oregon, that wing tee takes such a long time, and so they gotta get some points up.
Give to the second man through, gain of a few.
Number 51, Jack Burke, and 55.
I tell you, as an old wrestler, this Aurora Christian
Second
Eagle
round.
defense is putting a chicken wing on that wing T, shutting them down after an initial successful drive.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the points that the team scored. I think Aurora Christian had almost 400 points so far this season in 10 games, and Oregon has about 212 points scored. It's going to be tough to overcome that.
That's Newman off the right tackle, out of the tee.
And
you know, you're right, it's just not a come from behind offense.
No, they're in a good position now. Third and short is what they want. So, but the biggest problem for them is going to be the clock. They need to keep, you know, they don't have, just not enough time on the clock to score.
Well, I got to think the Eagles are trying to find a way to stop them and score one more time before half. Counter give, hitting the backfield. I believe that is short of the first down.
Off to Rutherford on that carry. 62, Nathan Wells.
They got it. First down.
First down for the Hawks, though.
Well, they do still have 2 timeouts, so they can stretch the clock a little bit to try to get the score before half. I'm gonna guess that Oregon's gonna probably hold on to the ball till the end of the half.
Well, but on that note, the Eagles have 2 timeouts of their own.
Yeah, that's true.
If
That's
they
true.
get stopped on first and second, they may use those, but might not have much time after that. Give to the fullback. It's just one.
Number 12, Garrett Rude on the carry.
Rude.
62, Nathan
I think you're
Wells
right.
on
I
that
think
stop.
Oregon is going to be conservative and just try to hang on to the ball.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Oregon's best defense is to stay on offense, I think.
Yes.
Aurora Christian hasn't had much resistance as far as Oregon's concerned in scoring. And Aurora Christian's playing disciplined. Even now, they're
31 on that.
got a guy hitting the quarterback, guy hitting the fullback, guy hitting the tailback, and that's how you stop the wing T. You just man up. I think they learned their lesson a couple years back when they played Stillman Valley for the first time. Stillman's great at that wing T. A lot of the teams in the Big Northern, that's what they do, week in, week out. So they know how to play discipline as far as the wing T. Aurora Christian had a big learning curve, and it looks like they've learned their lesson.
Wing right option. Newman on the pitch. Stretching the sideline. No gain. Stays in bound. The clock will continue to run.
Newman with the pitch. 44, Legend Smith taking him out of bounds over there.
Now it looks like Aurora Christian called the timeout on this one.
4th down for the Hawks.
Great Clips is now open in Sugar Grove. And to celebrate our grand opening, you can get a haircut, any haircut, for under $5. Great haircuts are just the beginning. Our trained licensed stylists also do perms, cuts, and the latest styles for men and women. We also sell a wide variety of hair care products as well. Walk-ins are always welcome. And now you can use our online check-in app to avoid wait time. We're open 9 till 9 Monday through Friday, Saturdays from 8 a.m. till 7 p.m., and Sundays from 9 till 5. Great Clips is conveniently located across Route 47 from Jewel. Stop in today.
A block's just as good as a run back, especially if you can pick it up and run it in for a touchdown.
Well, and they did have a real high snap as well.
Yeah.
So it looks like Brandon is going to be back by himself around the 40, and the Eagles are going to send 10 men after.
I really think they're going to go for the block.
Well, and at which point, if they do get the punt off, you got to think Brandon's probably going to fair catch it, unless you really have a feel for open field.
Yeah, to save the clock, he's probably going to run it out of bounds, or just not even.
He won't have a chance. It's going to bounce and fall. Dad touched at the 41. Just over 13 seconds remain for Aurora Christian with 1 timeout.
Well, that's going to feel like forever for Oregon with the quick quick scoring offense that Aurora Christian has. I mean, I got to think that's 2 plays.
Yeah, you read my mind. I was thinking you've got 2 plays, and you would think that the pass patterns would go towards the sidelines, because if you get tackled at the middle of the field, you won't get that second play off.
Well, you got the timeout, so
Yes, you
it
do.
just depends. It's going to be a quick hit that you can pretty much guarantee. And they're going to put Walgren. He's going to be on man-to-man. I'm not sure that's a good idea for Oregon. I would almost double team and would bring the free safety over further. But here's the problem. They got the back out still, so they're
delay of game does not help. Looked like Austin was trying to audible there.
Yeah, I think he sees something, and
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised they don't come back to where they fake the fade and he runs that inside seam route, the one he scored on the last time. The free safety's really far inside, so he's got no help. 20's backing off a little bit.
Quarterback drops way off. Quick hitter to Walgren. Complete at midfield. Tackled at the 44. Timeout signaled.
Austin Braves pass complete to number 3, Brandon Walgren. That's not yardage for another.
Keep it here. We will keep it here through this last timeout.
If you're looking for authentic Mexican food in Elburn, then you need to stop in at Chico's Cantina. Chico's has a wide selection of tacos, burritos, nachos, tortas, and many other Mexican favorites. You can take out or eat in at our colorful dining area, and if you're thirsty, Chico's carries a great selection of your favorite beverages. So whether it's lunch or dinner, head over to Chico's Cantina at 107 Valley Drive in Elburn.
But I would think, yeah, the offense comes to the line with 2 plays in mind.
This is going to be really painful for Oregon if Aurora Christian scores here, because Aurora Christian's going to get the ball in the second half, and they haven't stopped him yet.
That they have not. Austin goes to the shotgun. Stays in the pocket, steps up. He's
It's gonna be a long
deep.
ball. Oh, my
Walgren's
goodness.
open. Touchdown,
Wow.
Eagles.
Wow.
Touchdown, Eagles.
They saw the matchup that they liked so much. You had identified it. Holy cow.
And he just threw the ball 50 yards on a rope.
Pretty effortlessly.
Yeah, that's a strong arm.
He's just a junior.
Yeah, and he's a junior. And again, we talked a little bit before the game. Some of these kids have been playing for 2 and 3 years. Bray actually, as a sophomore last year, played on the defense as a down lineman and defensive end occasionally.
Wow. Now he's a quarterback.
Yeah, and though this year you don't see him
And the extra point.
playing both ways, but he could, easily probably could.
Long snapper, Tristan Withrow.
So as we go to half, the Eagles extend their lead to 28, leading 35-7.
With the score.
Back with the second half after this. You're on TV 17.
Insurance of Illinois in Sugar Grove is the place to go for all of your insurance needs. Let Vic Chrissy show you how he can save you money on your auto insurance, home insurance, business insurance, as well as on your toys, like your boat or your motorcycle. Vic is an independent agent representing a number of companies, including Travelers, AAA, and Progressive. He will find you the lowest rates. For more information, check out his website, insuranceofil.com, or give him a call at 630-466-4411. Stop in for a quote, and Vic will give you a free $25 restaurant.com gift card.
Hi, I'm Nick Bumble with Nick's Furniture in Sugar Grove, where if you shop Nick's, you save save money. I have quality furniture, exceptional value, and fast delivery. Right now I have sofa love seat sets for $9.99. They're handcrafted quality, American made, and you can choose from tons of fabrics. My showroom is packed with these top quality sofa and love seat sets for $9.99. Nick's Furniture is located at 760 Heartland Drive in the business park across from Waubonsie Community College in Sugar Grove. Online at shopnicksfurniture.com. Shop Nick's, save money.
Welcome back, high school football fans. This is the second round playoff class 3A action. The Aurora Christian Eagles will be receiving after jumping out to a 35-7 lead. Rich, it was an interesting first quarter where Oregon really dominated, took 10 minutes, scored. The Eagles answered, but then the second quarter was all Aurora Christian.
Yeah, it was an explosion. The Oregon, it seemed like this momentum change when they went for that 4th and 2, and Aurora Christian stopped them and then scored on the very next play. Kind of took a lot of the momentum away from Oregon, and they just haven't seemed to have gotten it back yet. Onside kick
attempt, fielded on the bounce.
Number 30, Zach Volchek.
That's interesting because that's the same kid who scored in the first half, that number 30. So that could have been a bad situation. Oh no, they switched up. No, 20 still on Walgren on number 3.
Eagles come out in a shotgun formation, trips right.
Oh, that little
Screen
run
pass
screen.
to Legend. Got a block across midfield, across the 40, and he is going to score. Touchdown, Eagles!
Touchdown, Eagles!
That receivers made that play work. I don't know if you noticed, but the receivers drew out those wideouts, and then they came back inside, and when they were getting ready to make the tackle, the wide receiver took out the linebacker. He was closing, and he didn't see the wide receiver, and he just blew him up. Otherwise, the inside linebacker had it.
And that has to be how they drew it up in the playbook.
Well, there's no downs off if you're running. I think those wide receivers know they got a block.
Extra point attempt is up and good.
Point after is good. One play, 56 yards. Eagles 42, Hawks 7.
A&E Vacuum is the Fox Valley's exclusive Dyson factory authorized sales and service center. That includes Dyson Warranty Center pricing on Dyson vacuums and parts. A&E also has low price guarantees on other brands such as Miele, Sebo, Riccar, Hoover, and Dirt Double vacuums, as well as Dyson. We also service what we sell with Dyson Clean and Repair as low as $49 plus parts if necessary. Don't forget, we also carry a wide variety of accessories too. A&E Vacuum is located in Aurora at 2124 Galena Boulevard.
Here comes the kick. Fielded at the 16. Back up the middle. So yeah, Rich, we were just talking about, the powerfully explosive offense.
31.
The Eagles just scored twice in a matter of 22 seconds.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's tough. They're just good at reading the defense. Obviously, they saw something. A lot of times in high school football, it's adjustments at halftime that make the second half explode. And it looks like they saw something on the way they ran their defense. They ran that screen to the back out.
Eagle defense has recovered a fumble. And this game could be getting broken wide open.
We're looking at a running clock here shortly. Oregon's yet to stop Aurora Christian on offense. That is unfortunate.
I think Daniel would like to dedicate that to his favorite junior high history teacher.
They're back in the 4 wide. The ace back.
Give to Haggerty, misdirection off the end, up the middle, through to the secondary. Reaching for the goal line.
Well, I think that's going to get called back for a illegal formation. The wide side away from this guy was off the ball.
Flag on the far side and injured player on the near side.
Seems to be something going on the field down there with the penalty. Did they show the penalty yet?
No, they have not. They're bringing it back, though.
On the offense.
Okay. I originally thought it was an illegal formation, but it looks like someone was in motion prior to the snap.
Boy, Noah did a great job of cutting the ball upfield.
Well, he's very fast, and I gotta say, you know, that was one play, and that was a touchdown again, potentially, if it weren't for the penalty. They've got him on their heels for sure.
After that penalty, they'll still be first down for the Eagles.
Eagles are not letting up off of the accelerator pedal by any means. Legend, sweep right. He's got the corner across the 30.
And there you see those wide receivers for Aurora Christian are blocking downfield. They're getting a nice, I mean, it's almost like a triple lead. When they run that trips out there, they get the runoff, okay, and then there's no one to cover the ace back, and now he runs in right behind those 3 blockers. And here they're going to run trips to left. This looks like a Walgreens on the inside. I think he's going to run a post.
Same play the other way. He's got the first down across the 20, inside the 15, and inside the 10.
Number 44, Legend Smith on that carry. That's enough yardage for another
well schemed and executed.
Well, I haven't paid much attention, but does it look like that the Oregon's kind of lost a step or two?
Oh, no doubt. You know, you talked about it in the first half, what a game of emotion this is. And after that opening score to start second half.
Legend Smith on the carry for the Eagles again. Number 35, Sawyer Reynolds.
There, they gave the ball to Legend. That was the same play that got called back where Noah.
Well, what was interesting about that is they ran that a reverse, to fake the reverse, and no one picked it up. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't come back with that reverse. Haggerty was no one picked him up. With that kind of speed, you gotta respect it.
Trips right. From the 3, sweep right. Legend near the goal line.
44, Legend Smith on the carry for the Eagles, taken on by number 24, Nick Newman. Third down and goal to goal.
It's going to be hard pressed not to score here, this short of field.
Well, with the lead and at the 1, 4 down territory, so you get 2 shots from the 1.
Well, they've got Haggerty wide. I'm thinking a slant.
I'm thinking 44.
It looks like they're checking off at the line.
That slant is open if they go to it, but now they give it to Legend, and he is in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Now, do they do a running clock in playoff?
Yes, they do. Yes, they will. I tell you what, I am so impressed by the Aurora Christian Eagles here tonight. We were back here 3-4 weeks ago. We saw them lose for the first time ever. We'll take a quick break and bring it back for the kick here on TV 17.
If you have a muscle injury or if you strain your shoulder or your back while hunting, take care of those aches and pains at West Physical Therapy. Our staff has the experience and the equipment to get you back on your feet and back to the outdoors. Our physical therapists spend 45 minutes one-on-one with each patient. Our treatment is focused on your needs. We have 2 convenient locations to serve you, on Kesslinger Road in Geneva and on Main Street in Sugar Grove. Discover the West Physical Therapy difference. We offer flexible hours, nearby locations, and easy scheduling. Call us or visit our website, westphysicaltherapy.com.
Leading by 42 in the third quarter of the second round playoff action. Our Christian Eagles kick it off and into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Once they snap it, that clock will continue to run. As we were saying before the break there, you know, the combination of things that we're seeing a far different team here tonight than we did, you know, and they were in the midst of that gauntlet. They suffered some injuries. Guys have gotten healthy. Now they're playing their own size enrollment schools. They're looking dominant.
Yeah, that's you know, that's the benefit of playing really tough competition, is you either step it up or, you know, you get stomped on. You know, they play in that Suburban Christian Conference. Every team in the conference made the playoffs this year, and 4 out of the 7 or made it to the second round. So I'm really interested to see who's going to the third round now. You know, teams like Marmion, Montini, Marion Central, Catholic. That was actually one of the games I was interested in, because Montini played Marion Central Catholic today. So Montini always has had Marion Central Catholic's number. I would like to hope that Marion Catholic could beat them, but I don't know.
Plum to the air, overthrown. A little bit too late going to the air, down 42.
Third down.
Yeah,
Not that they have much other options.
Well, they don't, and that's where, you know, things kind of really go bad with teams who try to pass. I mean, again, you're playing a team that understands how to pass. They understand how to defend the pass, and now you're going to come out with not a really good pass offense, and you know, the success rate's just not going to be where it needs to be to get back in the game. I thought that was his shoe.
It was the wristband. Pitch right. Newman makes the defender miss. Cross at 30 and out of bounds at 37.
24, Nick Newman with the pitch out.
Showing some
34, Eddie
explosiveness.
and the tackle for the Eagles. First down.
I know it's one game at a time, but you know, let's face it. You got a 2-time defending champ. Didn't they come out here saying three-peat? That was the goal this year.
Well, you know, if you go back to the original year that Don Beebe was here, he came into the locker room and he wrote, "There's only one reason to play football, and that's to make it to the state championship every year." And that's the philosophy. If you're going to play, you play to win. And, you know, you're not just playing week to week. Yeah, you focus week to week, but inevitably the goal is to make the state championship. And so, you know, with this being another year of football, that's the goal, is to make it to the state finals. And they've got a pretty good team to do that. I mean, from what we've seen, I mean, a team to be able to score 2 touchdowns in 22 seconds, it's hard to argue that they don't have that opportunity to go on and win a third one.
Well, but you know, and as I've talked to some friends who have kids on the team, they're telling me that the difference this year is, let's face it, Aurora Christian's always going to have a high-powered offense, but the defense has been what they were thinking was the difference maker this year, you know, and you even pointed out, the defensive stand made in the second quarter was a turning point of this game. It was 4th and 2, about where the ball is now. The defense held, they scored, been downhill from there ever since. Speaking of downhill, through to the secondary.
Oh, nice rundown. And that kind of is reminiscent of the philosophy here with Don Beebe and Leon Lett, is you do not give up. You go until the whistle blows.
First down, Hawk.
That was a nice breakout and got caught from behind. I think it was Nick Van Gils that caught him.
All of a sudden, the Oregon Hawk offense has come to life. Give to the fullback off the left guard.
But I think one of the bigger themes for Aurora Christian also is the speed. You don't see a lot of heavy guys out there. You see big guys, but they're lean and fast. And that's, one of the things they do year in and year out is they make sure that they're working on speed. But Oregon's got some good speed too. I think, that's the what seems to be a one-dimensional.
Blum to the air, complete inside the 5.
Pass off the number 43.
Boy, Legend Smith was an eyelash away from picking that.
Goal for the Hawks.
Mistimed his jump by a split second.
Actually, that was 34.
It was 34.
And his name escapes me right now.
See if the defense can dig in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Touchdown, Oregon. Number 20, Adam Bettner.
Second man through off the left guard. Tough to stop from inside the 2. And the Hawks got to at least feel good about that drive.
Extra point attempt is up and good by number 35.
Point after is good. Eagles 49, Hawks 14. Back after this.
Whether you're looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the place to go is Brianna's Pancake Cafe in Auburn. Their all-day menu includes everything from Belgian waffles to many lunch and dinner specialties, but remember, breakfast is served all day long. So, join your friends at Brianna's Pancake Cafe in Auburn at 151 East Route 38. Stop in today.
Welcome, high school football fans. Round 2, the high school playoffs. Class 3A action. Aurora Christian Eagles lead 49-14. The Oregon Hawks just scored. Do you go onside? Why not?
Well, here's the problem with that. Do you give Aurora Christian the ball at the 50?
You give it to them at the 46.
And so there's
number 12.
they expected it. I think they must have saw something in game film because that front line looks like all wide receivers. And so I think they were ready for that. And so then, as a coach, I got to be looking at the players I'm kicking it against. If I think that's a hands team, I got to say I'm going to boot it away, just because of the high-powered offense. You're
in the field position.
Yeah, giving them the ball at the 50 is like saying, here, take another 6 points.
Number 10, Ben Wirtz, in at quarterback. Handing off to number 31,
Jeremiah Wiggins. Yeah, I would expect at this point that Aurora Christian will sub in. Obviously, they don't want any injuries, and get some of the underclassmen some playing time, and just try to run out the clock.
Bootleg. Oh, nearly got the corner.
The old shoestring tackle. He caught him.
Number 10, quarterback Ben Wirtz, taken down. Third down.
Significant loss on the play. Had he just evaded that shoestring tackle, he had open field.
Yeah, I think he would have got a good 10 or 15 yards on it. That was the old naked boot.
It almost looked like he tripped him by the angle. To the air. Nearly intercepted.
Brandon works his pass and tennis for number 33.
But that's still what a great way to get some playing time. He's not backing off of the offense, still running the same sets that he was,
Honestly, I was surprised to see him go to the air there. Punt team comes on.
Now, Walgren can throw the ball, so I wonder.
I wouldn't think they would take it. Punt is blocked. Picked up by the back. Carried to about the 41. That could have been much worse.
Now that's the danger of going spread with the punt. They had 3-4 wide. You get a nice opening in the line, and you can block the kick like that.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Hawks.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him just go to the 4th quarter and let this play drop. Looks like they're going to try to squeak it off.
Pitch right, sweep to the sideline, knocked out of bounds, and that concludes 3 quarters of play. We'll be back with the 4th quarter after this. Here on TV 10.
Your independent Allstate agent in Sugar Grove is David Weiss. David works for you to find the best rates on your home insurance, as well as your auto insurance. He's always looking for ways to help you save money. And so is his friendly, courteous staff. His office is conveniently located on Route 47 and Cross Street in Sugar Grove. Call him anytime at 630-466-7835.
What if we told you there's a new utility vehicle out there with the most advanced engine in its class? That it has 3 cylinders with dual overhead cams? That it has 50 horsepower and intense acceleration? Now what if we told you it was a John Deere? Prepare to have your expectations shattered by the all-new Gator XUV 825i.
Stop by Buck Brothers today in Hampshire, Harvard, Libertyville, or Wakanda to see one of the new John Deere Gators.
Hodges Westside Truck Center is the place to go if you need a work truck for your business. Hodges offers a wide variety of trucks to meet your needs. And we have 2 locations to serve you in Marengo and in Elburn. And that's where you can browse around and find the right truck for you. We also service what we sell. We have an excellent parts and customer service department, and we also have a complete workshop to make the repairs you need to keep your truck on the road. Our Elburn facility is located on Main Street, just east of Route 47. And in Marengo, you can find Westside Truck Center on Route 20 Grant Highway near I-90.
Here in Class 3A, 2nd round playoff action. Aurora Christian leading 49-14. The Oregon Hawks on the march.
Tyler Bloom taken down by number 81, Jackson Barrett.
So we're seeing a number of substitutes coming in, and you were mentioning, Rich, that you want to get other guys playing time as well as protecting those starters, especially those who are healing from injuries.
Well, it just makes sense. I mean, what if one of those guys does go down, maybe later in the playoffs, and a guy's got no experience? It's better to get him a little bit now, where it's not as important. But
Rude on the carry down to the 26.
Number 12, Garrett Rude on the carry for the Hawks. 32, Jake Richardson on that side. 2nd down and 4 to go for the Hawks.
Fullback off the right side picks up the 1st down.
Got another first down.
Tripped up there by number 8, Nick Van Gill.
I mean, the wing T is a nice offense. Don't get me wrong. It's so single dimensional that once you start to stop it, you're pretty much, what do? You know, and it takes so much time to function. You know, we saw almost the entire first quarter go, you know, for 7 points.
Newman on a sweep left, strung out and defended well, gain of a few. Yeah, and you know, the game has just changed so much over the last 20 years, you know, and I wanted to mention the Oregon Hawks, coached by John Boothie, who was a 4-year starter at Augustana, who ran this very same offense. So I'm not surprised to see them employ it. I'm also not surprised to see the strength and execution his offensive line has, but you can't come from behind with that offense.
No, nope. And I guess, you know,
Pass broken up there by
that's
34.
the evolution of the game. Like you said, if you were, I think in today's day and age, you know, class 1, 2, and possibly 3, if you're not throwing the ball, you're just not going to win the game. Just my personal feeling.
Well, and especially in the bigger classes now, you mentioned it before, the spread offense is the norm.
Yeah.
You know, and to the point where you see that, and look at the number of teams running read option even at the NFL level.
Well, I'll just tell you, I coach U12 football, and we run spread offense at that low level, and you know, the kids can pick it up, they understand it, and so, you know, they're being acclimated to it even at that young age.
First and goal from the 7, all the way inside the 5.
Number 35 on the carry, Sawyer Reynolds.
Sawyer Reynolds getting the bulk of the carries here.
For the Hawks.
Second and goal from the 2.
Defense! 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 Defense!
Second man through, in for the score. Tough to stop from 2 yards away. The 7:59 mark of the fourth quarter. Making it a 49-20 score, PAT pending.
Now, the Big Northern's a good conference. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but 4 out of the 7 teams in the Big Northern made it to the first round and into the second round of the playoffs.
We got to go to a break, but we'll be back after this here on TV 17.
Kier Hopper Sports in Aurora has the best selection of sporting goods in the Fox Valley. Just name the sport and they have the gear. From baseball bats and baseball gloves to running shoes, as well as a wide assortment of sweats. We have jerseys of all your favorite teams, including the White Sox, the Cubs, the Blackhawks, the Bulls, and yes, we also have lots of Bear and Packer items too. Plus, we carry apparel from all of our local high schools. That's Kier Hopper Sports on Galena Boulevard in Aurora.
Whether you're a seasoned hunter or getting ready for your first hunt, you'll need to be prepared. JR Shooting Sports is your complete shooting sports retail center.
We can outfit the entire family, including ladies and youths.
We'll equip you for the hunting season with a full line of shooting accessories.
And don't forget about your hunting, buddy.
JR Shooting Sports has your dog training collars, scents, and retrieving dummies to give you every advantage out there. Visit JR Shooting Sports today, a mile west of the Fox Valley Mall on Oakhurst Drive in Aurora.
Welcome back to the Miracle on Sullivan, the house that God built. Aurora Christian Eagles lead 49-20 here in the fourth quarter. Last time Oregon scored, they came back and went onside. And they try it once again. Looks like the Eagles have it covered. We talked about this before. You sacrifice field position, but why not?
Yeah,
trying to get the ball.
You got to. I mean, it's, you know, your enemy right now is having the football in Aurora Christian's hands. So do whatever you can to keep it out of it. You know, that's the risk you take, is giving up the field position to them. Now it looks like they've got the number 10,
Ben Wirtz in at quarterback.
They're going to just eat the clock. He's watching the play clock. He'll probably run it down until he gets the hand signal from the back official and then snap it off.
That's Wiggins off the left side. Made a couple guys miss. Pushes it out towards midfield. He's got some moves.
Wiggins on the carry from the Eagles.
Yep. Pretty fast. Got good vision.
Very elusive. Is he a sophomore or a junior?
Sophomore.
Okay. Well, that's good because they got to put some meat on those 145-pound frame.
Yeah. Yep. And he's set back. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep handing it off to him and then maybe throw another pass in there just to keep him honest.
Hitting the backfield. No gain.
Yeah, see that? You know, a lot of teams, you know, like out of the Big Northern, they're so used to the run. It's almost impossible to run against them because unless you've got that that deceptive handoff and movement going on, you know, they see the ball so well because they're used to looking for it so hard that you have to throw that pass in there to kind of get them on their heels.
Well, yeah, and you talked about that earlier too. I mean, you know, Stillman Valley runs that wing T, and if half the teams in the conference are running that, you would think that they would be pretty good run defenses. Wiggins on the stretch to the right, out near the first down.
31 Jeremiah Wiggins on the carry, taken out by 77.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they'll go for it on fourth.
It'll be fourth down for the Eagles.
Well, remember, yeah, they did punt last time, and it was blocked, and it wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't close. And, you know, the stuff like that can give some momentum, little breath, you know, under the sails, but yeah, I think their best bet is just to keep it straightforward. Try to get the first down, but don't make anything easy.
And they'll need 3 to pick up that first down. Wiggins, off tackle left, finds a hole, through to the secondary, picks up that first down.
31.
Well, he's got Barry Sanders-like moves. Slide to the left, slide to the right, find a little hole, and hit the gas.
Really quick feet and vision you mentioned as well.
I think that's usually what makes a back great. Is, you know, they can see the field. One of my little kids on my U12 team, you know, that's his best thing is he can see the field. You know, he's not very big. Really fast, but with that vision, he's just elusive. You miss those tackles.
Again,
he sees it. You see that little slide to the left. Oh, it's, you know, clogged up.
Well, and then the acceleration.
Yes.
But you know, you're right. Back to the vision thing for the running backs. You know, that's where those guys, you know, they can be such great cutback runners. But yeah, Jeremiah found the hole and then accelerated through it, picking up 8.
Well, you know, Legend Smith's a senior, so they're going to need somebody next year. I think they might have found him.
Hitting the backfield, fights to get back to the line of scrimmage, just short of that.
Yeah, that's you know, that's that aggressive run defense. You know, they get penetration so quick because they're trying to find where the ball is, and so, you know, when you run that wide split set and you got an ace back and you try to run that delay handoff, it's just not going to work against a team like this.
Well, and at this point, those linebackers are betting they're not going to throw, so they're going to be shooting gaps and coming hard as well. Sweep right. Wiggins has a block. Cuts it back.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got the first down. Good downfield block and a stiff arm. Pressed out of bounds. What a nice run.
Wiggins on the carry for the Eagles. That's enough yards for another Aurora Christian first down.
Aurora Christian's eating the clock up. And that's the difference. You know, you run the ball, it just takes so long, you know, to get the plays and the run plays versus, you know, you throw the ball 40 yards in the air and it's, you know, so much quicker.
Right. Actually, inside 2 minutes to play now, and they're just going to milk the play clock and
I like
continue
that
to run the
slant
ball.
to 23 right there.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's wide open.
It would be. Off guard left.
It looks like they're just going to run.
Jeremiah Wiggins. Taken down there by number 43, Hill.
So looking ahead, we believe Seneca.
Oh, no, it's a definite.
It is.
They're playing Seneca, and then the winner of that game will play the winner of Winnebago Stillman. And so, as a follower of Aurora Christian, back in 10, they played in the, I believe, the quarterfinals, and Aurora Christian versus Stillman. That would be a really good matchup again, kind of a rematch.
And that would be a semifinal matchup potentially.
Yes.
Off tackle right, Jeremiah. Holy cow. When I would think there's if Stillman Valley's at home, TV 17 might be in Stillman Valley next weekend.
Third down for the Eagles.
Still not sure. So there's going to be maybe one more snap here. So this will be the last snap of the game.
Yeah, my guess they're going to take a knee. Yeah, that's a class act.
Yep. Agreed. So the clock will run out, and the final is Aurora Christian Eagles 49, the Oregon Hawks 20. What an impressive display by this Eagle team. We'll take a quick break and wrap it up after this here on TV 17.
Vacation Land is the place to go for all of your RV needs, and the 2014s are arriving now, so come in and check them out. We have a great selection of new and used travel trailers, including pop-ups, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and much more. Campers for every budget and every lifestyle. Feel free to walk around and look inside. We also have a large parts showroom and full service department, plus propane refills and storage. Vacation Land is located on Route 30 in Big Rock. Call or visit our website at vacationlandrv.com.
Well, Rich, you know, it was a really interesting game. Oregon came out, hammered the ball, controlled the clock for 10 minutes. And then it took, 2 plays for the Eagles to answer. But then from there on, the second quarter, the Eagles really kind of ran away with it.
Yeah, you know, it's like we were talking a little bit ago. You know, you can throw the ball much faster than you can run the ball. And so clock management comes into play. And, if you know, right there at the end of the second half, they scored in 22 seconds, at the 10 seconds or 13 seconds at the end. And then right away in the second half, you get a double swing, kind of just deflates the Oregon team.
Yeah, so now, you know, this Eagle team poised to make another run. You know, yeah, they had 3 losses, but those are bigger, much bigger schools, and they're getting healthy.
Yeah, Austin Bray came out and he threw, I mean, we saw a junior throw a ball 50 yards in the air to Walgren in the end zone. We saw Brandon Walgren come out and have a great game again. A nice punt return for 25, 35 yards. They're going to be hard to stop. It's going to be hard to stop Aurora Christian.
Yeah, and a tradition for TV 17 is the Kicking Dog Trophy. I would say Brandon Walgren was probably the player of the game.
I would agree. Defensively, offensively, he had a good game.
In the punt return. the punt return. So, you know, we believe we're going to be in Stillman Valley next week. We hope we see an Aurora Christian Stillman Valley semifinal.
That would be a great rematch from 2010. They played out at Stillman in I think the third round, and Stillman had their number that week, and that would be a great rematch. Aurora Christian had challenged them and played them that next year for their opener and beat them here at Aurora Christian. And so there's some, I'm sure that would be a really high energy game.
Well, we can't look too far ahead. We got 1 week at a time. So be with us next week on TV 17. We hope to be back here soon, Rich.